Hello. So join me in a gentle shoulder class for those times when you just need to get some movement in the body and you don't have time for a full length yoga practice. Hopefully we'll get a lot of stiffness and tightness out during this period of time. So find a comfortable position to sit and take a moment to arrive. Take some exaggerated inhales and slide the exhales away. Feeling your sits bones grounding on the earth. Feel your spine rising up from the root of the sits bones. Feel your breath washing up and down the spine. Imagine you're getting taller by grounding down through the sits bones. So get taller by rooting down into the earth. And let's come into some movement. Bring the arms to the sides. And as you inhale, arms float overhead, maybe even look up, and then exhale, let arms float back down. 2 more of these. Long, deep inhales, deep, long, smooth exhales. And the next time the arms come overhead, as you exhale, bring the left hand to the right knee, the right hand behind you, come into a twist. Inhale, unwind, arms float overhead. And as you exhale, bring the right hand to the left knee, left hand behind you. Inhale, unwind, arms come overhead. And the right arm comes down, and you're reaching over to the right. Inhale, both arms overhead. Exhale, left arm comes down. Both arms overhead, palms touch. Exhale, hands back to the heart. Let's keep moving. Inhale, arms out to the side. Exhale into that twist. Left hand to right thigh, right hand behind you. Inhale, unwind. Arms travel together overhead. Exhale, twist to the other side. And then that side lean. The right arm comes down and inhale, right arm back up. And then the left arm comes down. You're tilting over to the left. Arm back up, palms touch. Exhale, hands to the chest. Let's do that flow again. Inhale, up. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale to center. Arms touch overhead. Fingertips touch overhead. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, unwind. Lean to the right. Right arm comes down. Inhale, back up, and then lean to the left. Left arm comes down. Fingertips touch. Exhale, hands to the chest. Let's do that flow one more time. Inhale, up. Exhale, twist to the right. Unwind, get long as you inhale, and exhale, twist to the left. And unwind, get long. Come into that side stretch. Right arm down. Left arm reaches over. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, left arm down. And palms touch overhead. Float hands to heart. One more time. Inhale up. Twist to the right. Inhale to center. Exhale, twist to the left. And inhale, unwind, lean to the right, right arm comes down, left arm reaches over, inhale, back up, and then lean to the left, palms touch overhead, let your hands float to your heart, and pause, breathe into your heart. Bring the hands to the knees and start to circle your torso over your legs. This is one of my favorite movements because it just kind of loosens up the upper body. You're following with your breath. It's always nice to add a gentle smile. Whenever you're ready, you can reverse the circles. Push and pull on the knees to facilitate the movement of the spine. Keeping breath flowing and smooth. And come back to center, pause for a moment to arrive. Maybe shake out a little bit. Maybe interlace the fingers and turn them towards, away from you, the palms of the hands away from you. Stretch the back body, tuck the chin to the chest. Let the arms come up as high as they want to, don't force them. Maybe they even come a little bit towards the back. And then release the arms down. Interlace the fingers behind your back. Pull the knuckles towards the back of the room. Open the heart now and breathe. You can stay here or you can hinge forward at the hips. Bring the chest and the forehead down. Your hands can stay behind you or they can float up behind you as high as they want to come. Don't force, don't over effort. Release the arms, come back up, shake it out. Make your way onto hands and knees, coming into table position. And just pause for a moment. And then make your way into downward facing dog. Tuck the toes, lift the knees and the hips, walk it all out. And then from here, sink the knees down, come back into table position. Let's do some cat and dog tilts. Inhale, heart goes forward, tailbone up, chin up. And exhale, gather the belly in, round the spine, away from the mat. Coming back and forth at your own pace. Cat and dog tilt, or some people call this cow. So take your time, move with your breath. You can stay in these stretches of the back body and the front body. If you want to add stretches of the side body, bring your arms a little bit wider, your knees a little bit wider, and start to circle your hips. So you're making big circles, leading with the pelvis, and you're following your breath. If this doesn't feel good for you, feel free to come back into cat and dog tilt. Reverse the circles. And come back to center and up into downward facing dog. Make your way into downward dog slowly. You can walk it out if you like. And then walk the feet towards the hands. Come into forward fold and just hang for a moment. Maybe nod the head, yes. Shake the head, no. And then gently peel up to standing all the way up. As you come up, bring your shoulders up to the ears and then squeeze your shoulders up towards the ears. Keep squeezing, but you're still breathing. You're not holding your breath. And then sigh the shoulders back and down. And shake it out a little bit. Let's do empty coat sleeves. One of my favorites. You can't do a yoga practice without empty coat sleeves, I think. It's such a nice awakening of the spine. See if you can wrap your arms around your waist. Ha, ha, ha. And maybe even bring them up to the opposite shoulder. Ha, 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 ha. Good, come back towards stillness and then keep the feet wide. Inhale the arms out to the sides and overhead. And just like we did sitting, let's come into a twist. Bring the right hand to the left hip, the left hand behind you. You You can soften the left knee. Inhale, unwind, arms float overhead, and exhale. Let your hips move as well, so your right hip can come forward a little bit as you twist to the left. Inhale, back up, and then bring the right arm down. Reach down the right thigh. Inhale, back up, reach down the left thigh. Inhale, back up, palms touch, hands to the chest, and let's keep flowing. Inhale, up. Twist to the right, let your hips follow, let that knee be soft. Unwind, twist to the left, back up, you know the drill. Bring the right arm down, reach to the left. Inhale, back up, bring the left arm down, reach to the right. And palms touch, exhale, hands to the chest. One more time. Inhale, up, twist to the right as you exhale. Inhale, unwind and twist to the left as you exhale. Right arm reaches down the right thigh, back up, and then left arm reaches down the left thigh, back up. Palms touch, exhale, hands to the chest, pause. And then step the feet a little bit wider, heel toe the feet a little bit wider. Turn the feet out to the corners of the mat, coming into goddess pose. So the feet are turned towards the corners of the mat at a diagonal. Your knees are bent over your ankles. Breathe. Maybe bring your arms up into that pitchfork goddess shape. Sink a little bit deeper. And as you inhale, straighten the knees, fingertips touch overhead, get really long, and then sink back down. Imagine there's a flagpole behind you that you're sinking back down against. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, sink back down. And do that a few more times, activating the thighs. The next time you're in goddess pose, pause here and maybe bring the left elbow towards the left thigh. Just tilt a little bit, keeping the integrity of your torso. Inhale, back up, smile into your thighs. Exhale, right elbow towards right thighs. Inhale, back up, and then again to the left. And back up, and then over to the right, and back up. And the next time you tilt to the left, let the right arm reach over and across, and then come back into goddess, and then the left arm reaches over to the left as you tilt to the right, back up into goddess. One more time, reach, and back into goddess, and then reach to the other side. Back into goddess, pause, breathe. As you exhale, bring the forearms and elbows together, and then inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. One more. Pause here and maybe sink even deeper into your goddess pose. And then bring the hands to the hips, straighten the knees, turn the toes towards the space in front of you, and then step or jump the feet together, shake it out. Step to the front of the mat. Begin in mountain pose. Hands to the chest, inhale, arms out to the side. Exhale, dive down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up, hands to shins or thighs. Exhale, back down. Take a big step back with the right foot, angle the right heel towards the back. The left heel is intersecting the right instep. You're coming up into this warrior one shape. So bringing the hands to the hips. This time, turn your navel towards the corner of the mat. So you're not trying to force your hips so your navel shines straight forward. Turn your navel towards the corners of the mat. Inhale the arms up and breathe. And then the right arm comes down towards the right thigh. Pause here for a moment. Breathe and smile, sink deeper into that left thigh. Maybe the left arm sweeps in front of the belly and back up. And stay with your breath. Your gaze can follow the left arm if it wants to. And pause here for a moment. And then bring the hands to the hips, straighten the knees, turn the toes in front of you, and then turn the right foot towards the back of the room, the left heel towards the front. We're just gonna come into the other side, bend into the right knee. You might need to inch your right foot out to the side again. Again, your navel is not shining straight towards the right knee, it's shining towards the left back corner of the mat. Breathe. Stay here or bring the arms up. And smile. Press into that back foot, into the left foot. And then the left arm comes down towards the left thigh. Maybe the right arm reaches over a little bit, but the navel is still yearning for that left front corner of the mat. And you're still breathing. If you like, sweep the right arm down in front of the belly, over to the left and back up. And do that a few more times. Stay with the breath. And the next time the right arm is back up, maybe sink a little bit deeper. And then bring the hands to the hips, straighten the right knee, turn the toes in toward each other, slightly pigeon-toed. Bring the arms out to the sides and come into the wide angle jackknife. Hug the navel in towards the spine, lengthen from the top of the head through the tailbone. And breathe. And then bring the hands down. Heel toe the feet closer together. And then bend the knees deeply towards the center toes. Let the heels come up into a toe balance. You can stay here or stay with the wobbliness. Bring the hands to the chest and breathe. Full deep breaths. And then as you exhale, come into a forward fold, straighten the knees. You can stay up on the toes or bring the heels down. And then inhale back into that frog pose, up on the toes, knees deeply bent. Exhale into forward fold. Inhale into frog, back and forth. You can say ribbit. Just for fun, why not, right? And come back into that frog pose. Pause here for a moment, maybe balance, woo, possibly. And then make your way to a seated pose. Bring your bottom to the mat. Find your sits bones, the pointy bones at the bottom of your buttocks, and maybe lean back a little bit to come into upward facing boat. You can stay here or bring the shins parallel to the mat or extend the legs all the way long. Bring the arms alongside the legs. You can stay here or come into moving boat. As you exhale, straighten the knees, arms come overhead. You're coming down to the floor, and then inhale like water, maybe back up into that upward facing boat. I had to touch down. And then exhale, back down, inhale up into upward facing dog. Maybe you're moving smoother than my movements. Mine are kind of choppy and awkward. And breathe. The next time you're up, stay up. Cross the ankles, lean forward, make your way all the way down onto the belly. Come down onto the belly. Don't make fun of how I was doing the upward facing dog. Thank you. Bring your hands alongside the chest, elbows hugged in, and breathe. And as you inhale, chest and head rise up. Maybe the feet float up a little bit. And then exhale, back down. Do a few of these cobras. The legs can stay down or up. Building strength in the back body. And the front body. And then inhale back up into table. Pull your hips back towards your heels. Extended child. Inhale back up into table. Bring the right knee forward, the left leg behind you. Come into, this is a version of pigeon, but it's a version of pigeon where you're stretching the front of the body and not the hip. So you can stay here or walk the fingers up. You can stay here or pitch for your arms like we did in that goddess pose. And wherever you are, make sure you smile, big smile. Breathe and smile. Peeling the tongue off the roof of the mouth. Bring the hands back down, slide the left knee forward, and now your right leg goes straight back. Again, this isn't really pigeon because your left foot is tucked under your bottom. Stay low, or bring the arms up into that wide V, or I meant that pitchfork shape, of course. And breathe. It helps to make fun of yourself a little bit as you're doing yoga. No, not really. It just helps to keep a good sense of humor. But don't make fun of yourself. It's not necessary. Bring the arms back down. Tuck the right toes. Pike up into downward facing dog. Walk it out. Walk the feet towards the hands or take a little hop and hop forward. Bend the knees deeply, sweep the arms behind you, skier's pose, and then sweep them forward, behind you, forward, behind you, forward, behind you, forward, behind you. Next time arms come forward, come up, maybe add a back bend. Exhale, hands to the chest, and shake it out again. Shake it out. Let's do crane for our balance pose. So find something to gaze at that's not moving. Bring the hands to the hips and lift your right knee, bring your right leg forward, your shin and your thigh perpendicular to each other. You can add your crane wings, elbows, and fingertips dropping. You can fly your crane if you like. If you want to play with it a little bit more, you can transition into another balance pose, maybe king dancer. Bring the right leg behind you, the left arm forward. I see a bee out there with the flowers. It's so beautiful. And then maybe you can come back into crane if you take a king dancer. And you're still breathing and smiling. Bring the right leg down. Hold your belly in your hands. Ha. Shake it out if you like. And then the left knee comes forward. Crane on the other side. Breathe. Stay here, or come into king dancer, left leg behind you, right arm forward. Breathe and smile. If you want to come back, you might lose it like me. If you want to come back into crane, I'm watching that bee still. I'm supposed to be looking at something that's not moving. Bring the left leg down. Shake it out, and then make your way all the way onto your back. Come down onto your back. And once you're on your back, hug the knees into the chest. Keeping the knees hugged into the chest, bring the arms out to the sides. Walk the shoulder blades toward each other across the upper back. Take a deep inhale. As you exhale, let the knees drift over to the right, look to the left. Inhale, knees and head back to center. Exhale, knees to the left, Head to the right. Side to side at your own pace. Letting knees just hover where they want. Make sure the shoulder blade, the opposite shoulder stays on the ground. And when you've had enough of that, bring the knees back to center. Hug the knees in. Bring the feet back down. Let's do bridge for another little stretch of the front of the body. Heels close to buttocks, arms alongside the feet. Press into the feet and lift the hips up as high as they want to come. And then you can either stay lifted, don't let the knees splay out, or slowly with control bring the hips back down. And do that a few more times, or stay up in bridge pose. The next time the hips come down, pause for a moment. Side out anytime you like. Let's do eye of the needle pose. Crossing the right ankle over the left thigh, bring the left knee into the chest. Right hand goes between the legs, hold on to the left thigh or the left shin. Breathe into the belly, breathe into the right hip, the right buttock. Smile your tongue away from the roof of your mouth. Soften belly. Release the hands, bring the left leg down, unwind the right leg. Maybe let knees, windshield wiper, side to side. Then bringing the knees back up, and eye of the needle pose on the other side. Left ankle crosses over right thigh. Right knee comes in, left hand goes between the legs, hold on to the right thigh or the right shin. Belly is melting towards the lower back. Chin is coming towards the chest just a little bit. Unwind, bring the right foot back down, the left foot back down. Do any stretches or movements that you like. And we're going to finish with constructive rest pose. So the knees are bent. I start out with my feet close together and my knees together, and then I let my feet come out wider, and I let my hands rest on my belly, or I can bring my arms out to the sides and just melt into the ground. Let your body integrate everything that you've done. So this was just a half-hour practice, and we got a lot in. So it's almost as good as doing a full practice. Actually, give yourself credit for doing a full practice and tell yourself, what a good job you did. You stayed with it, you made it all the way to the end, and you got a little yoga into your day. Good job, sweetheart. You did great. Let your body melt onto the ground. Release a little more. So you're releasing your whole back onto the ground. You're softening the belly, soften the face. Feel your breath. Soften the chin, the jaw. Soften between the eyes and soften behind the eyes. So feel free to stay longer or bring your knees into your chest, make your way up to a seated position, and just sit for a moment and tell yourself, good job, namaste. Thanks for sharing with me. See you again soon.